Alright, hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be showing off some of my Adele specific mechanics that I've been using in a lot of these bosses for a long time now. But some of you guys didn't know them, so I figured, I might as well highlight them in another video. I think it was in my Adele class guide too, but some of it might be a little outdated. Some of these might not have been in there. But before I begin, I just want to say I left all of my social links down in the description box below if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow. I also have a new Maplestory dedicated Discord where you guys can join, chat with me, ask questions, share your progression, etc., etc. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. We're going to start off with Lucid. The premises between Lucid is pretty much going to be her dragons. So in phase one, and the dragon comes and golems are in your way, you can't really go left or right, but you can go up. For Adele's, this like range of attacks is going to be to shoot your impale upwards. You're gonna let the cooldown run, and once the cooldown is pretty much off, you're gonna jump up, hover in the air when you're about to fall, and then cast impale and resonance rush up again twice, and that should be enough to save you from the dragon. So let's go ahead and put this into practice. So go in and just wait for dragon to spawn. I'll sit here. Nope. Another thing that people have been asking me is whether or how I maintain my sword charges. So usually I'll go into a boss with this gauge full, and then the second I get into the boss, I'll spam 6 right away. And that's just because these swords do so much DPS. There's no reason not to have them out. And then I'll just pretty much just attack until my bar is charged up again. It doesn't take that long. And once it's full, what I like to do, even though it's not the most efficient, is to just tap it every time I see this bottom part full and I have 3 swords on the thing. So every time I see it, I can tap it again. This will pretty much make sure that I always have at least 6 swords here and then 6 swords summoned from hunting decree at all times. Okay, so there's dragon. We're gonna shoot our thing up so you can see him. He's about to hit the ground. Jump up. And then what? That's not enough? Did I do it too quick? I don't know. Maybe I'm trolling. Maybe I am trolling. Okay, powerful monster. Shoot your thing upwards. Boom, just like that. You're safe. Um, so I can go ahead and just wait and do it again, just to be sure. But yeah, it can be done. The timing has to be very specific because your time that you have in the air isn't actually that much more than however long the dragon stays. But I'll try to hit it again. Oh my god. I haven't used that in so long, so I've actually messed up a ton. Another thing you can do on the fall in case your timing is messed up. So you have this, right? You wait for this cooldown to go all the way. Oh, oh my God. I actually hate this boss so much. Uh, I hate this phase. That's a better. Shoot it up, and then uh, so say this is the normal thing, right? You stay here for as long as possible, then you go up. Another thing you can do on your fall is to use Aether Guard. So as you're falling, say you just and then you can pop it, and you'll guard one attack, and chances are that one attack will be the dragon's thing, and you should survive. Alright, so there's the dragon spawn. We shot our thing up. It's gonna be on the right side this time, so we do have to kind of time it. Oh, I got too busy talking. But yeah, that's pretty much the uh, principle behind it. Sorry, I was looking at something. I failed. Okay. Let me see if I can get that one more time. This can be used up to 20 times regardless of the boss monster type. Okay. So like I said, I'll spam all 6 stacks, and then I'll just charge it back up. Once it's charged, I just hit it again. Pretty much just let that go. And then with that, you'll always have 6 swords in your bar. Sometimes you'll have 8, and then you'll always have 6 noble decree, hunting decrees charged up. Adele's teleport is a true teleport, so Feather Float is actually a true teleport that'll go through obstacles, which is something you'll use for another boss. Okay, so here's the dragon. So I'm gonna shoot my thing up, try to figure out which side it's on. That'll help with the timing, so it's on the right side. Jump up, hold, and then boom. On the way down, you just use your hunt, use this, and boom, you see that I blocked it. And that's if your timing isn't as good, but you can see it is survivable. That's all I'm gonna do for Lucid. It's pretty much more or less the same thing for the other bosses too, but that's like the main thing I wanted to cover. So the next boss that I can look at is Lotus. And they're pretty much just things in P1, so if I go into normal practice mode, because every mode is more or less the same, uh, you'll spawn in here. This laser you can actually teleport through because Feather Float is a true teleport. Some people don't know that, but you can also, if your timing is sick nasty and you don't have Feather Float up, you can actually also Resonance Rush through this. like that. um, that one requires your timing to be a lot better. But feather float is much easier to hit, and it also is just better. So I'll go ahead and show that one more time before this thing dies out. So it's just stand right here, and boom, you're through. And then for the next stages, there's not really much I think that I can go over. I think a majority of the stages is just like, oh, if you're trying to time her push, so you just stand on top of her, you can time it like that. If she does it again, you can use your floating skill. Oops. And you won't get knocked, so stand here. Boom, it just knocks you back down to the ground instead of knocking you across the map. However, if your timing's off, yeah, you'll be flying. And then I think it's pretty much more or less the same thing in stage in stage 3. Not really much difference between these bosses. But yeah, I'll go in there anyways just so I can show off whatever there is. So now you're in. Um, this one, if you're standing still and she summons a bond, you can teleport out. But if you teleport into the next one, you're dead. So yeah. What else? This one, the same idea. If she's gonna use her push, you can. Oh, I can't. Oops. Okay. What? Oh, so I guess this one you can't. Oh, wow. So in stage 3 you can't do that. Okay, so note that. That's not a mechanic anymore. Huh. But again, yeah, you can't time her push. Why didn't she do her thing? Really? Wow. I didn't know that. Okay, so you can't get pushed. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. The next boss that I'm gonna go over is Darknell. So let's do, because in Will is pretty much the same thing. You just teleport behind the firewall, which is something I've already showed off. Darknell. This is probably the most useful one. And it just covers the same kind of mechanic as you saw in Hard Lucid, but for a different one of his attacks. So, spawn in, do as much damage as possible. Wait, is that his? No, that's his rush. I'm actually curious to see if you can hit it early. Okay, so this is his full map attack. Normally what you can do is... How did I dodge that? Okay, so you can iframe it. Ah, man. Or you can, if you were to jump over it like this and stall in the air, you'd actually still get hit. But since, you know, we're the best class in the game, Adeles can jump up, resonance rush up, and then if you float here, you'll dodge it for sure. So I'll go ahead and show that when he does his FMA again. It's right here, so you go up, and then you go up, and you float here, and you can dodge it, and then you're straight chilling. So let's wait. I'll do it one more time and show that just floating isn't enough. Oh. Also, this blue orb, yeah, you can just teleport behind it. You can actually dodge a majority of the attacks in this boss fight by just going up here. However, you might get hit by a falling meteor from time to time, so you do want to use it well, not sparingly, but carefully. So if I were to jump up here and hold, I still get hit. And I think that's all I have for this boss. Is there another one that's important? Oh, not so much of a mechanic anymore, but in Hard Will actually. Not Hard Will, Hard Damien, or just Damien. So if I were to go into the boss and go into hard practice mode, they changed P1 so that there's actually no map ceiling anymore, which is really helpful because some of the attacks you can just jump over. So if I go in, you look, I can actually just jump way high. Before the ceiling was about like right here where the clouds were, and you wouldn't be able to go past that point, but now you can. What that means is for these, you can jump over them. And if you stalled up there for your class, you can just sit here and attack, and you can actually repeat that. And then what's another thing? I think that's pretty much it. But if you guys are skeptical, look, I can't get hit up here. Look, I'm right on top of the fire, but I'm not getting hit. Can actually jump over this attack too. I'm not sure if you can jump over this one. I'll try. Oh no. Okay, so you can't jump over that one. Or I just fell right on time. But yeah, this one you can just jump. Jump. Oh, I wanted to do this one. But yep, you can literally just jump over every attack. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Alright, I'll try this one again. Nope. For sure can jump over this one, but you'll fall back into it. Over here, okay. So if I go woo, yep, you see I just dodged the whole attack. But yeah, that's pretty much all the interesting bossing quote unquote mechanics that I have for Adele. Anything else I don't really use, especially when I'm trying to solo, because bosses like Gloom is RNG, everything's RNG, and I also have Genesis Iframe, which I know a majority of you don't have. But yeah, that's going to conclude it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace!